Tiong, this is not the first competition that you've judged. What do you think as Red Dot as the judging process as compared to other competitions?
I think all the judges will have quite diverse background. So I think the criteria would be about there in terms of quality, looking at freshness of idea, because this is after all a concept competition. They are not actual products that are on the market. So the judging will be a bit different. As you know, all the judges have different background. We may have some slight difference in the way we see things.
What's your main difficulty this time? Let's say you say it's difficult to judge the concept, right? But then how do you go about evaluating it? And what's most important to you?
I think most important to me will be a freshness of an idea. I think an idea that's refreshing. And also I look at the execution. This is also a Red Dot competition, whether it's concept or not. That means I will look forward to concepts that are executed with a lot of sharp appeal, a lot of attention to detail, a lot of attention to how things will be used.
Okay, so you mean other than the freshness of idea and innovation, right? Something that is done differently or never been thought about before, you also look at can it be implemented at least near enough? Is that it?
Yeah, I think that beyond that, I think the fundamental of all these concepts will be in terms of value. Because when you look at value, in terms of conservation, how does it aid them? How does it help? And also in terms of how does it help real people to lead real lives, everyday life? How does it improve the life of the average person or the targeted user? And another one obviously will be commercial value. What are the commercial value? This thing can be commercialized. What value does it bring to the guy that manufactures it? Those will be fundamental.
Right. On another angle, how do you see? I will not ask you the quality basically, but I will ask you in this competition where student challenges the professional and further challenge the companies. What do you think about the students? Do they have a particular area that they have to brush up? Are they strong in any particular area? What's their advantage in this competition?
Well, I think to me, of course, there are differences, overall differences in standards, but you will not be correct to say that just because it's a student necessarily means the quality is lower. And also, conversely, it doesn't mean if it's a company, the ideas will be more constrained. As far as what I've seen in the last two competition, this and the last year, there are some student work that are really outstanding, and at the same time, some of the ideas from companies actually are quite refreshing themselves. So I don't think I would draw the line so clearly.
So it's a no boundary battle, each to its own, evaluated on its own merit.
Yeah, we actually would not care what nationality, whether it's individual or company. We don't care. We just look at the idea as it is.
So finally, at the end, Peter said yesterday, maybe we are not in this competition, but we have the most fun time. What do you think for your duty as a jury? Do you look forward this year to this gathering?
It's I think because the opportunity to judge a prestigious Red Dot design competition. Look forward to that for sure. Also to look at all the talents, all the creativity expressed by designers all over the world submitting their design here. But another one is also the meeting a whole group of very diverse, outspoken fellow jury and exchange ideas throughout a few days. That's really enlightening, very pleasure.
Thank you.
I really hope that having a Red Dot competition in Singapore actually brings a lot of awareness to Singaporeans as a whole, whether individual or at the corporate level. Let them better understand the value of design, creating good business, good living environment, better standard of living.
I think it will spur further development from the interest point of view and the awareness point of view. Then
think the freshness or the idea, hopefully some corporation will actually find stimulating to actually look into their own product line, their own product roadmap, and I hope this is a positive influence for them. Also make them value what design can bring to the success of it.
I know you judge about 4 or 5 categories of the 14 categories, and there are other designs that you have not seen yet. Do you think there's any chance that at least one or two of the winners could possibly make it to market that attract investors, win, or manufacturers? Or is there a possibility from this selection?
Yeah, actually there are a few. I thought one of that actually come to mind will be the video interaction system for the hearing challenge kids. Looking at it, it's quite inspiring that they take a bunch of not very high-tech hardware combined together and form a system whereby all these kids can actually start to interact, learn about the world, at the same time program the learning process itself, and actually becomes a project. And actually I think that will help build their confidence when dealing with the outside world. And you take a bunch of core hardware and you combine it, and you give the impact of a positive impact on all these kids' life. Actually, it's quite.
So it would have a social impact.
Yeah, for sure.
Positive impact.
Yeah.
What about the designers? Would the designers have? Do you think this project will bring him more opportunities and possibly some financial rewards?
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyway, I think the financial reward will be a byproduct on how useful this product will be to the world, to the user, potential user. And some of the design, they may be easily adapted to other applications. They can be modified a bit, and they should not have much problem seeking commercial success.
Maybe winning an award will in turn attract the industry to look at it, and based on the industry requirements, they could suggest changes together with the designers, and then that big for various markets.
Yes, for sure. And even like I see certain concepts like using existing technology to new applications. Those are readily adaptable to real world usage.
So, Keong, I know you run Design Exchange, which is quite a big size design for Singapore. But personally, what drives you on design? Money, I don't think it's a driving factor. Tell me more than that.
I think it's also something that I ask myself often, and a lot of time. I think there are easier way to make money than design. So obviously it's not money, but that helps too.
Yeah.
Since I was young, I've always been fascinated by design. I'm one of those rare guys that love to go shopping, just to look at things, window shopping, just look at what's new, what's coming out, and also look at ways to improve things and all that. Since I was young, and I think overall I find the most rewarding in the profession is that the opportunity to make a difference, a real difference in the success of the product. To me, I think that gives me a lot of satisfaction. After all, how many people out there can carry a handphone that he designed himself, or use a printer that you design yourself?